Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. The January transfer window has been and gone, and we have spent nearly £200 million. I've blown every budget you can possibly find, and annoyingly, I bought a player to replace a player who didn't actually get sold in the end. Let's go into some transfers. Starting off then with players that are leaving the club, and two big name players have left for quite large sums of money. Sebastian Mendes is the first one to leave. He's made his way over to China, signing for DL Yifang. He's now 24 years old, will soon be 25. He's getting paid an absolute fortune over in China, but that's what happens. He's gone for 37, potentially rising to £40 million, which is pretty decent. It means we then kind of had to buy another centre-back because I'd like to have 4 of every position. We've done that. We've also sold Sebastian Mercier, the Belgian and English left-back who we signed from Southampton for quite a lot of money has left. He's going north, I say north, it's probably more east, actually northeast, I guess from where we currently are, over to Newcastle United. Still playing in the Premier League. No, he's dropped down a division, but he's gone for a huge amount of money, £20 million. Yes, we have technically lost £10 million on this deal, but he wasn't playing for us. He played 4 games last season. He played a couple in cup competitions this season. Sebastian Mercier was decent, but we've certainly improved because I've also bought a left-back. Yanis Komodi has also left the club on a permanent deal. He's gone to CSK in Moscow. Never going to break into our first team. We got him on a free, I think, or very cheap. So yeah, we've got some money, about £2.5 million. And we've also sold Jerry Reitveld, a player who I think might have some potential, but I just had no plans of ever playing him, and I couldn't ever register him for any competitions, so we've sold him to Portsmouth, who I want to say a championship. He's gone for £3.2 million, which is a massive drop in terms of value, so the board weren't too pleased with that one. Also, Christian Berg and Rourke Murray have both left the club on loan deals. Christian Berg has gone to RB Salzburg until the end of the season. And Rourke Murray is collecting passport stamps because he's now gone to Holland to play for Ajax. He spent a season out on loan at Real San Sebastian. Obviously scored against Barcelona as well. Did he score a hat-trick? It was a hat-trick, wasn't it? He scored a hat-trick against Barcelona. He did. He played 1 game in the Champions League, scored a hat-trick against Barcelona, and now we've shipped him off to play for Ajax. But that's fine. Let's talk about the £196 million that we've spent. It's a lot of money. It's a huge amount of money. I can't believe we've spent it, to be honest. The first of 4 players to join cost only £2 million, which means that £196 million is actually £194 million split between 3 players. Hector Prieto is an 18-year-old Chilean central defender. He's one for the future, despite the fact that the future isn't really going to exist in this save for very much longer. I don't really know why I bought him. Our third cheapest transfer at £54 million, that shows how much the other transfers were, is 27-year-old Scottish left-back and centre-back Jim Smith. He has signed from Bayern Munich. We had to pay out his minimum fee release. He is the Mercier replacement, in essence. He's not really a Mercier replacement. He's basically going to kick Aaron Granger out of the first team as well. Jim Smith is very, very good. He's already played 3 times for us in the Premier League, getting a 7.33 average rating across the 3 matches. Jim Smith, I'm hoping, because of the money we spent on him, is a sensible and worthwhile investment. Next up is a real human, an actual, currently existing on the planet human being in Harvey Elliott. We have signed him from local rivals Liverpool for £56 million. I think it was 56, was it £58 million? It was £58 million Harvey Elliott cost. He's obviously very, very good. Now you might be thinking, you've still got Damien Tilger. You'd be correct. I was expecting him to leave to go to Barcelona, and they didn't bid for him. Well, they did. They bid £20 million, which was not enough money, so I rejected it. And Tilger was fine with that. So I brought in Harvey Elliott as I was expecting Tilger to go. He didn't go. I still agreed the Elliott deal anyway, which is why Rourke Murray went out on loan. So I guess Ajax are one of the few teams that benefited from this. Obviously, Harvey Elliott is very, very good. There's no denying that. He's very, very good. He's probably going to kick out Tilger from the first team anyway, but the fact that we now have a Damien Tilger who's going to sit on the bench for the rest of the season, he's probably a bit too good for that. And finally, for £80 million, we have signed Brazilian and English. He's part English because he's playing for Arsenal for nearly 10 years. He was 9 years he played for Arsenal. Ishmael, £80 million he's cost. It's a huge amount of money, but I'm hoping it is money well spent. Physically, he is He is an athlete. He is an absolute athlete. His worst attribute in his physical stats is jumping reach of 15. That's probably better than every single one of our other defenders by itself. 16s, 17s and 18s across the board for his rest of his physical stats. He is fast. He is strong. He's a big lad. He's got great mental stats as well. Technically, is possibly what lets him down, but still, he's got 14 heading, 16 marking, passing of 13, tackling and technique of 15 and 14 as well. He's decent, isn't he? £80 million is probably a lot, but we're not going to be here after the summer, so it's not our money anymore. So in our final season, we have spent £304 million. We brought in £111 million as well, which is quite a sizable amount of money to bring back into the club. But yeah, we've certainly done some business. Let's have a quick look at the matches that we have played. The business, however, hasn't really picked up on the pitch. We beat Hull in the FA Cup third round. Cornioli and Wang with the goals here. Ishmael had joined the club on the 1st of January, I think it was. So he's actually played pretty much every one of these games. Other players kind of trickled in later on through the month. We then played Aston Villa, which we lost. That's not fun. That wasn't a good game at all. Then we drew Sheffield United. We had a little bit of a horrible patch of football. Tilgett did get on the score sheet. We also beat Swansea with Wang, Tilgett and Weston McKennie on the score sheet in this one, setting up a quarter-final match against Arsenal, I think. A 5th round against Arsenal. Was that quarter-final? I don't know. We then played Spurs. We beat Spurs, which is pretty decent. Cornioli. And then Weston McKennie and Aurelien Everard also scoring goals against Brighton to give us 3 points here. So the drop points against Sheffield United and Aston Villa mean that we are still chasing the Champions League dream. We are actually doing not awful because Arsenal have dropped some points as well. I mean, if you look at the teams they've lost to, they are the cream of the crop of the English League, and Southport are there as well. So I guess that's a good thing. Right then, match number 1 of the episode is going to be a Premier League tie against Wolverhampton Wanderers down in 13th place. We have played them 9 times and we've only beaten them 3 times out of those 9 and we've lost 6. So they kind of have our number, although I feel like most of our defeats came when we were in the Championship. So I'm hoping we're the much better side, and we should, I say should with a bit of a question mark at the end, we should be able to beat Wolves fairly easily. The starting lineup then will be Varro in goal, a back 4 of the 2 new boys on the left-hand side, Jim Smith and Ishmael. It's going to be Bamba and Birchtold on the right-hand side. The midfield is our regular midfield triangle with Kanate, Radinčović and Kasamaskas. Harvey Elliott will be making his debut today on that right-hand side with Saulo and Aurelien Everard as our striker today, because I've noticed that Barriero doesn't score goals on camera. I'm hoping Aurelien Everard does, although he probably won't score any either. I have noticed that Wolves seem to have a lot of real people still in their squad. We are 13 years into this game, and Wolves have... they have to be an ageing squad if most of them are real. Birchtold's throw to Aurelien Everard. He's been tackled, and Wolves can get the ball upfield, but Kanate's going to collect it. Plays it in to Bamba across. Ishmael, the new signing, who has done reasonably well since joining the club. Jim Smith loves to get forward down that left-hand side. The Scottish international keeps going. He's forced to save out of Clayton. The ball is cleared for a throw. Arsenal have taken the lead against West Brom, which means they do extend their lead ahead of us in that race for 4th place. I guess for 2nd. We're chasing 2nd, really. We're a long way away from top, but we could get 2nd place. There's still a lot of football still to play. Kanate has the ball. Nearly half an hour played. Radinčović forward to Harvey Elliott, the new signing. He's going to run forward. Goes for a long-range effort. It's a great save from Clayton. Plucked the ball out of the air, which looked like a very comfortable save as well. Birchtold's throw towards Everard, maybe. Was somebody injured? I don't quite know what happened there. Are we going to steal this ball away? Saulo's got the shot away. Hit the top of the bar with a header. That was weird. 34 minutes now on the clock. Lots of things are starting to happen. Harvey Elliott's headed ball down to Aurelien Everard. Holds up play. Finds Lukas Kaskamaskas. He's going to run towards goal. Side-footed effort though. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper is now on a 7.0 because he's saving pretty much everything that is going near him. Retsos to Shirky. I never know how to say his name. I always call him Chekri. It's not Chekri. Tamori on the right-hand side. Is he going to get his cross away? He does. It's towards Birchtold at the back. Varro plucks the ball out of the air. That was pretty decent from the Serbian goalkeeper, and it looks like the highlights carrying on. Long kick upfield to Saulo. He's going to play it across. Right-hand side is Harvey Elliott. Can he make an impact on his debut? He's going to run into the penalty area. Crosses in. Everard is there, and the Belgians' headed effort goes just wide of the post. It's looking like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. We have easily been the better side. We just can't seem to find the back of the net. And judging by the latest scores in the Premier League, not many teams can. No changes at the break for us. We've won an early corner, apparently. Konate's gone over to take it. The central midfielder, right-footed towards the back post. Elliott was there. Radinčević is there. Ishmael is there. He's got his first goal in Southport colours. His 4th of the season, actually. He must have scored a decent amount then for Arsenal as well before we signed him. We're 1-0 up early on in the second half. I was about to say that I need to bring off Saulo and probably Everard because both of them aren't particularly performing well. Saulo still isn't performing well. So 60 minutes on the clock, he will be being replaced for Cornioli. They did say Damien Tilger. Maybe I should start playing Tilger on the left-hand side. I don't want to. I want to play Cornioli. Not a lot is going on in the second half. We'll give him a get creative. See if that inspires anything. It doesn't look like it has. We've got another corner. Konate, 10 minutes left to play. Back post finds Ishmael. His headed effort goes over the bar this time. Still 1-0. There is an opportunity for Wolves to get back into this game. And if they do, I'm going to be very, very disappointed in my side. Here is that chance. Gomez with the corner for Wolves. Back post. It's a header clear from Konate. Field's going to collect it though and keep the highlight alive, possibly for Wolves. Plays it across to Klein, maybe? Is it Klein? K-L-I-J-N? I'm going to say Klein. Gomez has it. Loses out to Radinčević. Retsos also loses out to Radinčević. Harvey Elliott's chasing it down. Can't get there. Wolves once again coming forward with the ball then. Klein all the way back to the keeper. No, instead across to Cabello. He's played a long ball forward. Bamba intercepts it. Cornioli forward. Everard's in on goal. Takes a touch. Probably shouldn't have taken a touch. He's still managed to get away with it. No, he hasn't. He was offside. It's still 1-0. Let's do some final subs. I mean, it's a bit late now. There's not a lot that can really happen. Barriero will be coming on. We'll take Radinčević off for Keita Sissoko. I don't know why I put him on as a midfielder. He's a centre-back, isn't he? He's definitely a centre-back. He's going to play as a Mazzala for a little bit, because why not? He's spent a bit of time out on loan in the MLS and has just returned. It is a 1-0 victory then. Ishmael with his first goal for the club. Not the most convincing victory. We played really well, we just didn't score the goals. Colo Torre says, tell him it was disappointing. I agree, Colo. It was disappointing. Well, that victory doesn't really mean a huge amount. It means a little bit because Liverpool lost against Manchester City. Arsenal won their game. Spurs won their game. Brighton won their game as well. So, yeah, there's kind of a weird, collection. I guess 4 teams, maybe 5. You can include Liverpool in that as well, that are all battling for 3rd and 4th place. Manchester United have a 9-point deficit between 7th and 8th. And Brighton, of all teams, are the one that are 9 points clear of Man United. It's a weird, weird game, this Football Manager game. Next up then, we are going to go forward to the first leg of the Atletico Madrid game. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to do some highlights, so we will come back probably straight away into the starting lineup. I'll tell you what happens in the Birmingham game. I think we're going to win. Right then, Champions League knockout round time. Atletico Madrid are our opponents. This is the first leg. They are playing Agustin Lezcano, our former player. We've never lost to Atletico Madrid. We've only played them twice. We've beaten them and drawn against them. That on the right-hand side is our starting 11. Only one change in our starting 11 from the match against Wolves, and that is the fact that Wang has come in for Casca Mascas because he's picked up a slight knock. I say one change. Also, Barriero is playing. We also beat Birmingham 2-0. It was a goal from Harvey Elliott and somebody else. I can't remember who else scored, but it was 2-0. We won the game. Early highlight, possibly going Atletico's way. They do have the ball in towards the middle, but Wang has nicked the ball away. He plays it on the ground to Barriero. I forgot his first name then. I forgot what it is. Claudio, isn't it? Ishmael's going to run forward. Finds Jim Smith on the left-hand side. Smith, I think, is going to be arguably our greatest signing in a very long time. Wang is going to run into the penalty area. Keeps going, crosses it in. Harvey Elliott is there. In off the bar, at the back post. We are 1-0 up. An away goal. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. This is exactly how I wanted to start this game. Since we've scored the goal, Atletico are coming forward quite a lot. Mikel Cuisance steps up with a curling effort. Puts the ball in the top corner. It's 1-1. Konate steps up to take it towards the middle. Cuisance header clear for Atletico. And now they can just play a long, hopeful ball upfield and find Larracia. Gets past his man as well. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And John Larracia makes it 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. We started off so well. Throw from Smith is not the best throw. Atletico now have the ball with Herrera. He's running back towards his own goal though. Radinčević heads down to Barriero. Back to Radinčević. And Cyprian Radinčević puts the ball in. Is that going to count? I feel like Barriero was offside. I don't think it was, you know. It's 2-2, Red Inchwich's first goal of the season as well, apparently. Not quite at half-time yet. Atletico with the ball. Murphy has it, gets past the man, crosses it in. It's Herrera, and Herrera's headed effort is easily past Varro there. It's 3-2. It's a pretty exciting game of football for the neutral. Maybe not so much for Southport. And that goal does bring us to half-time then. 3-2 so far. I guess one silver lining is the fact that we have 2 away goals. I'd like to, score a third and not lose this game. Let's just have a really dull second half. Well, it's taken just 10 minutes into the second half for the highlights to start again. Quintero controls it. Berchtold blocks the run, but Quintero keeps hold of it. He's going backwards the other way, though. On the halfway line, right-hand side now. They've got some space to run into. Gets past his man with relative ease. Keeps going it alone. And John Larracia makes it 4-2. Whoever that man's was, him, I can't say his name, Ogusanya, just ran straight past half of our team. Still 4-2 to Atletico. They have another chance. Verlac possibly crosses the ball in. It's a sliding tackle. And Larracia completes his hat-trick. What's going on? Our defence have just not turned up. We are just not playing very well at all. Edgar Rura collects it. The substitute finds Harvey Elliott. He's gone for goal. It's a wonderful finish from the former Liverpool man. It's 5-3. So despite the fact that we've conceded 5, we can win the next game 2-0 and we'd still go through on away goals. This match is a mess. 5-3. 5-3 was the full-time score. Both goalkeepers, despite the fact that there were 8 goals conceded, picked up a 7.3 and a 7.4. Our downfall was our defence. Absolutely shocking performance from the defence. Attackers, particularly Harvey Elliott, was superb for us. We've got the 3 away goals, so when we play them next, which will be later on in this episode, then hopefully we can still do the business and get through to the next knockout round. Not that that means a huge amount, but here are obviously the results from the first legs. So Barcelona 5-1 up against CSKA Moscow. I did say in the last episode, that's basically a free pass to the next round. Bayer beating Spurs. Man City 4-0 against AC Milan. Man United, despite the fact they lost to Bournemouth not that long ago, 3-1 victors against Juve. PSG and Inter 1-1 draw, in that one. Real Madrid beating Liverpool, and Sevilla and Bayern playing out a 1-1 draw as well. Right, we're going to go forward then. For that day, the 10th of March is when we will return. We'll play the second leg against Atletico Madrid. Maybe it's going to be as exciting. I just want to win 2-0. 2-0 victory, we'll go through. See you in a minute. And just like that, it is the 10th of March. We have played a bit more football. 5 matches, in between. And we've gone undefeated, but we have drawn a couple as well. 4 matches in between, and technically we've drawn 3 of them, even though the circles make it look like it's only 2 of them. We beat Bournemouth 1-0, Marco Cornioli with the only goal of the game here. A 1-1 draw then took place against West Brom. I can't imagine how we drew with West Brom, but we did. We then beat Arsenal on penalties, and Ishmael even missed a penalty against his former team, which I think is absolutely amazing. We beat them 1-0, Barriero with the goal in normal time for us, and then a 1-1 draw once again, this time against Chelsea, Marco Cornioli scoring in the 81st minute, and then us ballsing up defending in the 93rd for Paulo Henrique to score an equaliser. It does mean, however, that we are actually 4th. We're somehow 4th place in the table. Man City and Liverpool have started to drop points. I'm not sure where they're dropping them. Chelsea seem to be doing alright against Man City. Liverpool have lost 3 times against Man City, apparently in Southampton. So yeah, there's, 6 points between us and top of the table? We could still weirdly win the league. I'm not expecting us to, but there's still the possibility that that could happen. I'm thinking anything below 5th is starting to look unlikely. There's a lot of football still to play, but I'm thinking it's unlikely. Anyway, Champions League time. Atletico Madrid, the second leg. 5-3 after the first leg with 3 away goals. We just need to win 2-0. We do have some injury problems. And suspension problems. Christopher Berchtold is suspended. Harvey Elliott is now injured. He literally picked up an injury yesterday, which is very irritating. Mark Hanford as well is also injured. He's questionable, but he's not going to play. It's going to be another tough match. I don't want it to be another 8-goal thriller. Unless we score 8. Starting lineup then for the second leg. It's going to be Varro in goal. The back 4 is unchanged apart from Berchtold. So Smith, Ishmael, Bamba and Monteiro will be our right back today. I was going to play Javier Leao as our right back, but basically Leao and Damien Tilger have a really bad performance ratio when played together, or something like that. They have the dotted orange line. Konate, Kasamaskas and Redinchwich in the middle of the pitch. Damien Tilger comes in for the injured Harvey Elliott. Saulo and Barriero round off our front three. That man there, John Larussia, scored 3 against us last time. I'm hoping he doesn't do the same this time. 6 minutes on the clock, and we have the ball deep in Atletico territory. The cross comes in. Redinchwich has the header clear, though. Long-range effort from the young Romanian. Hits it just wide of the post. Still 0-0. Very early days, though. We do need to score 2 goals. We definitely need to score 2 goals if we want to get through. We can get through on just 2 goals. So if we can nick one early, that will be nice. Montiero's throw to Barriero. Tilger to Barriero once again. Tilger has it back to Konate. In towards Claudio Barriero. And Claudio Barriero gets his 14th goal of the season. It's 5-4. Just 1 goal to score. And we've got this match on away goals. Madrid still coming forward with the ball. Cuisance takes it in towards the central midfielder. Back to Cuisance once again. On the ground, Quintero easily in a very good position. Varro kind of pinged across to steal the ball away. I think the guy was offside anyway. It is still 1-0 on the night. 5-4 on aggregate. We need to get that second goal. If we can get it before half-time, that will be perfect. Konate has the ball. Back to the Angolan Monteiro, playing out of position as a right-back today. Konate keeps going, runs past the player. Monteiro needs that. Instead, he's crossed it in himself. Saulo heads the ball. No, he doesn't. Redinchwich now has it. Outside the area, long-range effort. Why does he keep doing that? Maybe he's probably told to. I feel like that's probably why he's doing it. Chance comes into the box from Atletico, but we've managed to clear our lines. Saulo has it. Kaskamaskas. I don't know what he did there. He just let the ball run under his feet, and now Mikel Cuisance steals it away. Monteiro nicks it back, though. Barriero, he's got no support. He's going to have to go it alone. He does go it alone, and Claudio Barriero has made this tie in the favour of the Sound Grounders. It's 2-0 on the night. It is 5-5 on aggregate. We've got that second away goal, and Claudio Barriero is actually putting in a shift on camera for once. It's been a long time since he's done that. 2-0 then at half-time. We're in front on away goals. Do we do any subs? I don't think we do, you know. I think we're doing a decent job. Monteiro on a 6.9. I feel vindicated for not playing Leao now. Into the second half, we haven't done any changes. Monteiro's up to a 7.1 apparently. Damien Tilger and Redinchwich are struggling. Cuisance crosses the ball in. It's into the hands of Varro though. If we can get a third, that would be even better than just going through on away goals. Long kick upfield finds Saulo on the halfway line. Barriero collects it, now on a hat-trick. Damien Tilger, who's basically been kicked out of the first team. He's been fouled outside the area. It's definitely outside the area. If it's in the area, then Barriero might be getting himself a hat-trick. And now we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. Oh, he's moved. What's he saying? What are you saying? It was outside the box. Of course it was. We all knew that. We are going to see the free kick, though. Kaskamaskas steps up to take it. It's a dinked cross. Lezcano heads the ball clear. Redinchwich, Saulo's effort is blocked by Busalic. Kicked off for a throw. There is still possibly a highlight going to happen. No, there isn't. Okay. Right, an hour on the clock. We're going to do a change. I'm thinking Saulo off. Cornioli is going to be coming on. I'm a bit concerned about Monteiro. He's very tired. He's not particularly match fit. Not played a lot of football recently. But he's playing really, really well as that right back. Smith crosses the ball in, doesn't find a yellow shirt. Cornioli controls it. Now Konate to Redinchwich. He's got lots of space. He's probably going to try and shoot. Kaskamaskas back to Redinchwich. Jim Smith has acres of space. Cornioli. What was that? What was that, Marco? In what world was that ever going to go in? Now, I want to try and shut up shop because that seems like the logical thing to do. However, last time we did that, we conceded immediately, so maybe I don't want to do that. Ishmael with a free kick. We've got 8 minutes of normal time to play. I could try and just waste a bit of time. Maybe that's what we need to try and do. Barriero's run onto that long ball. He's going to go one-on-one with the keeper. Barriero's effort isn't the best. Straight into the hands of Buenacasa, the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. Right, time to do some time wasting. Tilger off. We're going to bring on Edgar Rura because we need another right winger, and I guess Rura might be able to play there. Do we do any other changes? I don't think we do, you know. We stick with what we've got. We can probably do another time-wasting sub in just a second. We've got 4 minutes of injury time. Konate steps up with the corner towards the back post. Ishmael's unmarked. How was he left unmarked, and how did he miss that? How did he not score that? Right, we're going to do our final change. Redinchwich off. Wang will be coming on. Probably should change it from positive. Don't be doing this now. Do not be doing this now. Varro comes out, comfortably claims that ball. What is he going to do? I mean, that wasn't the highlight. You can take literally 2 minutes of this highlight and just wander it around your penalty area if you really want to. Dramain Bamba across to Ishmael. Probably should have scored a goal just a minute ago. Kaskamaskas has got some space to run into. He's going to keep going. He's been tackled by Lescano. Not again. Not again. Jim Smith nicks it away. Ishmael to Smith to Kanate. It's not happening like this. It's not happening like this. It's happening like this. Oh my word, Varro. Varro, you absolute hero. We've got 30 seconds. The long throw. Kanate heads it down straight to Atletico player. Goes for a long range effort. Varro holds onto it. Right, I know it's probably not even going to kick in. It's probably not even going to kick in. When we are in possession, how do we say time waste? Always. Always time waste. Extremely low tempo. And we'll go defensive just to try and waste some time. I mean, I'd love to be able to say to Varro now, just hold on to the ball. Just hold on to the ball and then just lump it upfield. But I can't because I need to somehow do that whilst the ball is off the pitch. Varro, forward to Ishmael. There's 4 seconds left to play. We are going to win this game 2-0 on the night. 5-5 on aggregate, going through on away goals. Wang has it across to Kaskamaskas. Don't be doing this now. Straight red. Just go straight through the back of him. Anyone. Referee, we're 15 seconds over. Are you being paid by Atletico Madrid? The ball goes up for a goal kick. Just blow the damn whistle. Just blow the damn whistle, ref. We've won. Oh, my word. We've actually won. We've beaten Atletico Madrid. Claudio Barriero with 2. I'd have to say, Honorataro Monteiro, spectacular performance. Out of position as a right back, getting a 7.6, getting an assist as well to his name. Barriero scoring 2. We're through to the next round of the Champions League. That was quite intense. I'm a little bit worked up right now. So we've got the draw then. I say we've got the draw. We know who we might be playing in the next round. Barcelona, Bayern, Inter. Liverpool beat Real Madrid 4-1, which means they actually won on aggregate 4-2. Man City go through. Southport go through. Spurs also turn around a deficit, winning 5-0 on the night. And so do Juve, knocking Manchester United out of the competition as well. So there's a lot of English teams still in it. 3 English teams still in the competition. You've got a couple of Spanish sides as well, or 1 Spanish side, I think. A couple of Italian, a German side. It's possible. We could win the Champions League. I can't imagine we're going to. So the quarter-final draw is on the 19th. It is on the 19th of March, which we have to play 2 matches before we get that draw. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go forward. I'm going to play those 2 matches. We're going to come back for the quarter-final draw. Time for the Champions League quarter-final draw then. We've also played 2 further matches. We've won them both, and Harvey Elliott is starting to turn into a very, very important player for us. He's played 7 games and scored 5 goals. We beat both West Ham and Everton 2-0. We beat West Ham 2-0. Tilger and Everard with the goals in this one. Then against bottom of the table Everton, it was a Harvey Elliott brace, his first from the penalty spot. Barriero and Wang also getting on the score sheet in this one. It means we're up to 3rd because we've played 1 more game than Arsenal, but we're up to 3rd. Shut up. So, the Champions League draw then. You can see the 8 teams that we could possibly play. And as they always say in the Champions League, there's no easy tie. And to be honest, Spurs, maybe, is probably one that I'd take. I don't know. We're just going to go through it. Don't be Liverpool. I don't want Liverpool. Liverpool, Juve. Good. Southport are at home for the first leg against Inter Milan. Okay, that's interesting. Are they any good? Have we played them before? I feel like we might have played them at some point. They're managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's only been there for 2 years. He spent how long at United? I genuinely cannot believe he was at Manchester United for 4,000 days. That's a lot of days for him to be in charge. He's also not an awful manager. There's no easy way of knowing if we've played a team before, is there? Other than just going through and having a look to see if our name exists in any of their previous season. I don't think we've played them before. So that is good news. They've knocked out PSG as well, which actually, that's very good. The fact they knocked out PSG are one of those sides that are always good. They will always be very good in this save. So, yeah, the fact they're gone, that is very good. Let's have a quick look at their most expensive player. It's Jair Santiago, who is a striker, who's obviously very good, because, of course, he is formerly of Barcelona. 66 goals and 151 appearances for Inter Milan. It's not going to be an easy game, but they never are in the Champions League. So, apparently, they also draw the semi-finals at the same time. So, let's see who we get. Liverpool or Juve? Liverpool or Juve. So we might have a Merseyside derby in the semi-finals of the Champions League. That's going to be interesting. Well, that is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, I guess we have both the Inter Milan Champions League games? Maybe? I'm not sure. We're going to have obviously one of them at the very least. We might do something similar to what I did with the Atletico Madrid first game, which was probably far too exciting to only be like a little weird highlights package. But anyway, yeah, we might do something like that. We'll find out in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. We are getting close to the end of the season and the save. I guess we might be able to squeeze a 14th season in. I don't know, depending on how quickly this one goes. We might do it. We'll see. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, do remember to leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode.